Hello everybody. In this video I wanted to talk about some spoilers, casting and characters of the movies Thor: The Dark World and Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Let's start with Captain America. Steve Rogers, Chris Evans. Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson. Falcon, Anthony Mackie. Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan. Crossbones, Frank Grillo. Sharon Carter, Jessica Brown. Peter Dinklage, Modoc. Uh, Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson. And Maria Hill, Cobie Smulders. But nobody said anything about Jeremy Renner Hawkeye yet. As I already said, it's called Captain America: The Winter Soldier, so that makes us think that the Winter Soldier will be in the movie. The Winter Soldier is a brainwashed Bucky turned into a Russian assassin, but he got back to normal. At least that's him in the comics. Also, he had a romantic relationship with Black Widow, so maybe this also happens in the movie. I guess he will be like an anti-hero in the film that will help Cap and his friends fight Crossbones and Modoc. With his friends, I mean Black Widow, Nick Fury, and Falcon. Emil Blunt and Ruth Wilson were in talks to play Miss Marvel in Avengers 2. So, if Marvel wants her to appear in another movie before Avengers 2, the most logical choice would be Captain America 2. But this is just something that I thought about. And I am also very excited for Falcon, which I also think that will appear in Avengers 2. I guess that the main villain will be Modoc, and that he will be CGI, but I hope it's not so ridiculous. I mean, it will be the giant version of this guy's head, which I personally think is a perfect one for the role. Is Marvel getting too cartoony with Modoc and Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy? I don't know, but if it's not ridiculous, it's okay for me. The movie will be directed by Anthony and Joe Russo and will show Steve Rogers alone in the 21st century with Nick Fury as his only friend. There will be World War II flashbacks also, and Captain America 2 will most closely follow the events of the Avengers. And I guess that's it for Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It comes on April 4th. Now let's move on to Thor: The Dark World. Thor, Chris Hemsworth. Dr. Selvig, Stellan Skarsgård. Malekith, Chris Eccleston. Odin, Anthony Hopkins. Frigga, Rene Russo. Sif, Jamie Alexander. Loki, Tom Hiddleston. Jane Foster, Natalie Portman. Ballstag, Ray Stevenson. Zachary Levi, not Josh Dallas, as Fandral. Heimdall, Idris Elba. Hogun, Tadanobu Asano. But Marvel didn't talk to Kat Dennings to play Darcy. Also, Doctor Strange will appear. He will be a scientist working with Jane Foster, who wants to know more about Thor and Asgard. Rumors say that he will have a big role and will not have just a cameo. Why would they introduce this big Marvel hero to the MCU? Well, Avengers is just like Wasp or Falcon. They are introduced to be in the Avengers. Well, it didn't happen with War Machine because he's not that big of a hero to be in the Avengers. It's like putting Sif in the Avengers. Or, I don't know, maybe War Machine is that big of a hero. I don't know much about the character. Tell me in the comments. Also, the appearance of Doctor Strange in Thor 2 and possibly in Avengers 2 would lead to a standalone film. Actually, a film that already has a script for by Thomas Dean Donnelly and Joshua Oppenheimer. So yeah, Doctor Strange will be played by Viggo Mortensen, not by Joel Edgerton, who also was in talks to play the role. Thor and Jane reunite. The Dark Elves and Malekith attack Asgard. Frigga gets killed and Jane gets possessed by a dark spirit. So the Asgardians have to rebuild Asgard and the army. Thor wants to go to the Dark World to have revenge, but the only way to do it is with Loki, who is in prison. but he won't be the main villain in the movie. It will be Malekith. Also, Thor will probably have a romantic relationship with Sif. Also, here you can see them fighting together. I guess these are the Dark Elves. Also, a battle between Malekith and Thor will take place in London. He will also have a fight in London with a CGI character. Now let's take a look at Malekith. When this set photos were not released, I imagined him very colorful. So I got surprised when I saw this. But I really like it. I love the elf aspect that they gave to the character. Here you can see his hair better than the other pictures. The movie comes November 8th in 3D. Hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button. See ya. And one last thing I forgot. Captain America may have a cameo or an appearance in Thor: The Dark World.